What up, Rosebud? Welcome to
A Week in the Life of an Actor.
I woke up this morning and I had to do a self-tape dressed as a nurse. This is the closest look I had to like a nurse fit. I turned my t-shirt inside out and I put a white turtleneck underneath, and I think it's giving nurse. This project is super awesome. I really hope that they like my tape. And then if I don't book this, at least maybe they'll keep me in mind for future things. Since I'm dressed in my nurse attire though, I was like, let me do a monologue maybe for like the monologues I post on YouTube that are just so popular. Everyone just loves them. People don't really watch them, but I like posting them. I've been wanting to do this monologue from Shameless. Love that show. So well written. All of the dialogue in it is so natural and gorgeous. So if you're an actor and you're looking for good content, I highly recommend pulling from Shameless. This monologue I really love because it's about mental health. Ian gives it. It's when he's working as a paramedic. I just did a couple takes of it, but I think I'm gonna go in for one more take, and I wanna just kind of show you my process. I have to shut down the computer because it makes noise. I'm grabbing the memory card, I'm putting it into my camera, then I press record. And then I give myself a moment before sometimes. For example, this one, my first line is bullshit. So I'm going, no, because my moment before is them telling me, you can't work here anymore. You are no longer employed. So it's no, bullshit. You know what I mean? It helps you get into that. Okay, anyway. Thank you for coming to my acting school. Here we go. I'm gonna just roll into it. I did that one time in an audition. I went, I'm gonna just go for it. And I could tell right then and there that I did not book it. Because I literally said, I'm gonna just go for it. What? Crazy. Okay. This, you can probably, I'll show this camera and then I'll edit this in, but my tear stick melted because I used it on a set where it was really cold and we were all using hand warmers. So I had hand warmers in my pocket and I had my tear stick in my pocket, and I whipped it out to use it and I was like, oh no. Like when you leave a chapstick in the washing machine, that type of vibe. That was crazy, but anyway, I've been rolling for too long. Let me just do the damn thing. You think because I'm bipolar, an illness that I am managing, by the way, that I can't do this job? Where half the people we deal with are mentally ill and are living on the street because they can't get help or are too sick to even realize they need it?
Hello, Editing Rosie here. If you like that little snippet of my monologue, you can watch the entire thing on my YouTube channel. Okay, back to it.
Today is a big day for Actor Row. What is this on my sweater? Something's on my sweater, Ethan. Deodorant, maybe? Oh, I got it off. Today's a big day for Actor Row. I'm doing like 5 self-tape auditions with my beautiful partner Ethan as my reader. I also have a meeting in a little bit with the director of a project I just booked, which is so exciting. This morning I did like an army self-tape, which was really fun. I was like playing an army girly. I definitely dressed the part, which was really fun. But one of my favorite parts about self-taping is getting to dress up for the character. The one I just did was, like laying in bed all cutesy. And then the one that I'm doing now, I'm an actor, so I'm wearing all black because I want it to be actory, and actors do that.
You know that thing that I showed you before with the nurse's outfit? That's the thing I booked. So I'm hopping into a meeting with the director in this next clip to talk about the shoot.
And then just seeing your more emotional take on it, I was like, oh, that's what it should have been the whole time. So
Whoa, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome, Paul, you're the best. Thank you.
You're the best. I'm very so excited to work with you.
This will be so fun. Okay, I'll see
It
you
will
then.
be really fun. Okay. See you
Bye.
later.
Yay! I'm so happy. Ready for my next tape. Waiting for my reader. Oh, here he comes.
Bubba's?
Here he comes.
Bubba's. Hello, Bubba's.
Hi.
Hello.
And action.
I don't want to do anything under
Do you have regrets?
breath. Yeah, like a million.
Well, you just said that.
I know what I said. We have 2 more tapes to do. This next one is a pre-screen, which is basically this thing that backstage allows filmmakers to put up and ask for in the submission process. So before you even submit to see if they want you to audition, they ask you to read the sides.
There's a lot of discourse right now on actor TikTok about the ethics of the pre-screen and like, is it really cool to be asking actors to read sides before they've been selected to read sides? I personally don't love the idea of it just because it's like, what if I don't even look right for the character? I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna spend an hour recording this audition for you and you're not even gonna look at it because I'm not blonde, or you know what I mean? So I very rarely do them, and if I do them, usually I print out the sides because it's like, I'm not gonna get off book for something that's not even a proper audition yet. But if I think I'm good for it and it would be well paying and it would be a good addition to my filmography, if you will, I'll submit a pre-screen. But I definitely prefer being selected for an audition first. Final audition of the day. Let's get it done. This last one is for a short film in LA. Something they said about this character is that she loves the color magenta, and I don't have magenta clothing. So I'm doing magenta eyeshadow. I don't think I'm gonna make it too crazy, but just a little something to show that I read the breakdown. The pilot that I booked shoots this coming Sunday, so that will be included in this weekly vlog, and that'll be really fun. I haven't been on set in a really long time, so I can't wait. I'm so beyond excited to be back doing the thing I love most. For real. I'm so happy. Today was such a fulfilling, good day. And that's a wrap on 6 self-tapes. Woo! I'm exhausted, and I've acted my little tookus off all day. And you know what? I'm ready to take a shower, and I'm ready to go to bed because I gotta get up really early in the morning to go to my mom's school to help them with their 2nd grade play.
Don't touch it. I was going to think, but then I saw the color purple that I like green. It's like lime.
Do you know what? I think you don't realise how lucky you are, because honestly, when I was your age, my teacher just had a blackboard. Do you know what a blackboard is?
Yeah, chalkboard.
Not a chalkboard, yeah, and chalk. Ooh.
Oh,
and
well,
it was
you did
messy
so.
and it was not nice.
We are on our way to the filming location. Yeah,
I'm her bodyguard today, as you can tell by my all black outfit. I'm wearing black and I have my hair up in a ponytail to show people that I mean business.
Yeah. Thank you, bodyguard. You're also my chauffeur. It's in Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is not super accessible by train. And it's also raining, so we figured we would drive in. Once I arrived to the shooting location, I went inside and I met everybody, and I got situated in my own little room where I put all my stuff down, and they gave me some scrubs to try on, so I didn't have to turn a shirt inside out this time. I got a proper nurse's outfit, and it was very exciting. I was kikiing with my co-star. Everybody was really nice. And then we got to shooting, and this is me like doing my moment before like I do, and then walking in when they say action and going for a take. Yee! We did a bunch of takes. We did, I don't know, probably 20 takes total from different angles and things like that. And then that was it. It was just one scene, super simple. Such a cool experience. Everybody was so nice, and the project is so cool, so funny, so interesting.
And that's a wrap on Rosie!
That's a wrap on Rosie. Now I'm walking to find Ethan. We're gonna go get some food, and then we're gonna head back home to film the self-tape I have to do. Feeling very accomplished and happy and thrilled, and hopefully we work together again. He was so cool. Everyone was so cool. So nice. Oh, I'm so happy. Do I have lipstick and or mayo on my face?
No.
We just got Slutty Vegan. It is the yummiest burger in all of New York City, if not the entire world. Fully vegan. Nothing like a nice vegan burger after a long 4 hours on set. Today was such a nice reminder of why I love what I do. And it makes up for all of the days where things are a little hard, where I'm feeling not appreciated or not seen for my talent or my work ethic or what I can bring to a character. It's days like today that remind you like, oh yeah, you really do love this thing. And I've fallen in love a little bit with the art of self-taping as well, which helps. Because you gotta love self-taping as an actor, because that's like 90% of what you're doing. So, but it was such a just overall special day. And I can't wait to share more about the project when it's out. I mean, it's a TV pilot, so who knows? We may be hitting the big leagues with this one. Another day. So I submitted that self-tape last night and I found out this morning that they called me back for it. They liked it and they want me to do it. I'm mad. I'm so mad. They liked it and they want me to do another set of sides as a callback. So I have to film that today. I'm also, in addition to that, going to submit because I've been submitting to stuff every single day. And that's the only way that I've been able to be consistent with auditioning and callbacks and bookings, hopefully. Yesterday was so cool. I'm so happy that I got to be on set and meet new people, and that's what it's about. Okay, sorry for the jump scare. I am about to film my self-tape callback for this feature film. And I'm playing a younger version of the character I played yesterday in the initial self-tape, so I have to do a little skincare. I'm sorry I look so scary. Here's my pro tip for all actors who are in their 20s, but sometimes have to play teens, sometimes have to play nearing 30, and like how to navigate that. Hydrate. Like, hydrate your skin. That is literally the key to not having any fine lines or anything show on your face. Super hydrated skin and minimal makeup on top of it. That is how you look youthful and glowy. Okay, I just finished filming my callback. I want to show you a little bit of how I edit and submit the callbacks. This one's from backstage, so I'll show you how I upload it and everything like that. But first things first, I take the memory card out of my camera and I put it into my computer and I get the file. I drag it into a folder that I create just for that project, and then I edit from that folder. Then I drag it into Adobe Premiere and I throw a little color grade on it just because I want it to pop. I don't want it to be too flat. And then I adjust any audio problems and I export it. So I logged in here to Backstage and it says you have a new audition request. It just popped up, which is great. So I'm going to click my audition requests and then I will view callback request. And then it gives you the option to add self-tape. So I will click it. These are the other ones I've submitted for other projects. I'm gonna go upload new, the callback file, and it's gonna process it for me. And then all I have to do is submit it. Yay! I just got an email from the casting team of this feature that they want me to do a chemistry read. Ooh! Which is like basically when they take actors who are up for it and they pair them up and they see how much chemistry they have. And that's important for this film because it's real flirty and real funny. So you gotta have good banter with whoever your co-actor is. I just had an interesting conversation with my friend. I was like, I'm so excited, but I don't wanna let myself get excited until anything is like official or until I actually get it or you know, whatever. Like, cause then if I don't get it, I'll be sad. And he was like, yeah, but at the same time, like, there's nothing wrong with being excited that you got to this point. Like, you can't celebrate booking yet, but you can celebrate that you made it past the submission, past the audition, past the callback, and into the chem reads. Like, that in and of itself is so cool. I needed some new photos for my website and my Actors Access and Backstage, so I decided I would try and get some by myself. So if you want like a more in-depth video on like how I do these like self photo shoots, I would be more than happy to make one. I think it's not the same as going to a professional photographer because there's a lot of variables that I have to kind of control myself, which is less than ideal, but it's the more affordable option for now until I can afford to spend on really nice fancy photos with really talented photographers. So I got two like old Hollywood glam vibe type photos that I really like, and I got one smiling headshot that will do for the time being. Also this week I took some bikini pictures of myself that I needed for a specific submission for something on Backstage. I would say as long as you have good lighting and like a nice backdrop and are confident enough in your photography and editing skills, I don't think it's that bad to take some stuff yourself while you're trying to be mindful of your finances, I guess I'll say. But I definitely think like obviously the best option is to go to somebody. Submitted my audition. Perfect. Here's what it looks like.
Hi, I'm Rosie Dean, and something you wouldn't know about me from first glance is I am from England, and I'm bi-dialectal.
So that was my audition I just filmed. The prompt was just to share something about yourself that you wouldn't know on first glance. I just submitted it. The deadline's tomorrow, so I'm a day early, which is awesome. And now I'm going to get going with my next audition. I just finished my second
commercial audition. It was an English commercial, so I'm stuck in my English accent. That's hilarious. So they want English actors that are based in the States for a UK run, which is interesting. Not expecting to book, but I've auditioned for them once before and they had me called back, and then I didn't even submit for this one because I just figured they didn't want me. And they asked me directly to audition, so we'll see. But yeah, audition number 2 of the day, locked in. Yay.
Just made a little TikTok that was like 5 things I've learned since I started acting full time. Oh, I'm American again now, if you can't tell. But now I'm memorizing lines for my chem read in an hour and a half. Hopefully it goes well. I'm so excited. The way I like to learn lines is by pulling up the script and covering it and going down bit by bit, literally standard. That's one route I take when learning lines. For sides, that's usually what I do. And then if I'm learning like a full script and I want it to be word perfect, I have a different method. But I'll make a whole video about that because I think that would be really fun. Sometimes I record the whole scene a little bit monotone just so I can learn the words without any specific inflections or anything like that. But I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I'll be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I'm probably gonna pop a beta blocker before I do it. I don't know why I'm nervous. There's no reason to be nervous. I'm like easy to get along with and enthusiastic about the project, but I would really like to book this. I'm so passionate about this project. This is the look I settled on for the chemistry read. I have auditioned once for them with my hair in a bun with like curly bits and once with my hair like big and curly. So I figured now I would do like a loose wave with a braid. And then we've sort of circled through 3 very different looks, but I still look very much like the same person. I've worn this necklace consistently. I think it's important to have one thing that you are consistent about that feels true to the character. So for me, it's been this necklace. Okay, this is my setup. So this is what it looks like for the casting team. And then this is what it looks like. I have these boxes stacked because I want my camera to be eye level and I don't have a laptop stand. I don't know what to do about that. And my big light and my backdrop behind me and me right here. So I can do any last minute checkaroonies. You gotta be so crafty for this field. I have 26 minutes until the thing. So let's just lock in, run these lines a few more times and we'll be good to go. Hi. So I signed on and they were really nice. I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, it's been a good day. Can't complain.
Hell yeah.
But it went really well.
Oh, dude, I love that.
Thanks.
That's so good.
Thank you.
This is for a feature?
Yeah.
I'm running lines right now for some other self-tapes that I'm doing tonight. It's such an exciting experience, even when you just get to audition with like a stellar comedic script. So I'm very excited for this one. And I have another one that's more moody. Actually, 2 more that are more moody. One's like a horror. Ooh, like paranormal investigation vibes. And then the other one is like sitting by a lake, looking out. So I'll show you them. This is how they all turned out and stuff. And that's a wrap on my week as an actor. Thank you for following along. And I hope that if you want to be an actor, you learned a thing or two about the day-to-day. And if you are an actor, I hope you were like, oh, relatable content. And if you're like a super famous actor, I hope you're like, oh, the good old days. Thank you for watching, Rosebud. Catch you on the flippity flop. I just got an email from that project I've been auditioning for. Oh gosh. Whenever you have the chance, can you let us know a time you'd be available for a call?
Rosie, I was just calling to offer you because we all really enjoyed your performance and we wanted to know if you would like to be for our movie.
No way. I would love nothing more. What an honor. Oh my gosh. Bye.